who were for a while baby faces, and that's Daniel Bryan and Johnny Gargano, who both turned heel and basically rejuvenized their careers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a heel Bayley, I think at this point would work perfect.
Okay. Yeah, the next match that I had on my list was the final female match was Flair versus Trish Stratus. I didn't get a chance. Now Charlotte's on Raw, right? Or is she on SmackDown? She's on
SmackDown.
So Trish was on there. I didn't get a chance to see any of the video. What was the conversation that they had with each other?
Basically, the story they're playing with this match, it's Trish is basically turning around to Charlotte and saying, look, you may have gotten to where you did because of your last name. But if it wasn't for women like me, Lita, there would never be an evolution. Boom, right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of playing stuff like that. To me, as far as how I see this match, first of all, I'm against this match 100%. For one reason. I'm against this match because if this is WWE's way of giving buzz to the women's division, they don't need to bring in Trish Stratus. To me, they could have used another talent, like obviously it wouldn't be on the same level, but you could have easily done somebody else to give them their moment.
Right.
Bring Trish in. Yes, I get the fact it's her hometown. I understand that. That's why I think with this match, unfortunately, nobody really wins here. Obviously, I think when it comes down to it, I think Trish gets the win here because this is her retirement match, as we found out.
Okay,
when she was on Bucs and Open a couple of days ago, that she turned around and said that this is going to be her last match. And I don't think with Trish winning here, I don't think there's anything to Charlotte. Because to me, Charlotte is still one of the top women wrestlers in the industry.
Yes, I agree. She is. I mean, again, it's kind of weird, John, in a way that, you see the title not around her waist because it was on her waist for so long. It's kind of weird not to see a title around her waist. And maybe it's because of her dad. We all know what happened with an H. We all know, as wrestling fans, we all know, what Ric Flair did for wrestling for years. So it's just, to me, it's weird. But I do agree with you that she is one of the premier women talent in the WWE right now. By hands down. The next match, what I have was the United States Championship match, and that's AJ Styles versus Ricochet. What are your thoughts?
This match is gonna, if they give them enough time, could be a phenomenal match. Mm-hmm. My issue with this match is it's repetitive. We've seen this, I feel like every week you see some form of this match where you'll see Ricochet takes on Carl Anderson, Ricochet takes on Luke Gallows. To me, this match seems repetitive. But I still think it's going to be a great match. You have two guys in the ring who are phenomenal in-ring workers. I think AJ retains here because I think they really want to keep this OC thing really going. Okay.
What are your thoughts, Sean, on AJ coming over since he came in the WWE? What are your thoughts on him? I think they've done very well with him. I think he's done very well.
They definitely have. He hasn't had the TNA after effect where we've seen other guys who come over from TNA like Samoa Joe, Eric Young, EC3, who were in the top of Impact, who come over to WWE and get treated like nothing. AJ was in Impact for a while, came over to WWE. I mean, his first feud, people forget, his first feud was with Chris Jericho. That should tell you where WWE thought of him, that they put him in the ring in a program with, in many wrestling fans' opinions, one of the greatest of all time in Chris Jericho.
And then the next match, but is one that I think is no surprise: Owens versus McMahon. I don't think that's any surprise.
No, to me, with that match, Owens is going to win.
I agree.
And with this match, I have read reports that they want to try to write Shane off of TV because they feel that his best in the world persona is not getting over at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that they were going to kind of use Owens as a way to kind of, because if you notice, since this whole program got started between the two of them, the promos that Owens has cut are what most wrestling fans are thinking.
Yeah.
That when he turned around and made the whole line, well, you know, Shane's on TV every week, but then if you look at the other side, it's, okay, well, we don't see Apollo Crews on TV, you don't see AOP on TV, you don't see the War Raiders on TV. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's because Shane's taking up most of the TV time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think Owens gets the win here. And then we don't see Shane again as an on-screen character for a while.
All right. I agree with you on that one. I don't see KO not winning that match. The next one they have listed down is Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. What are your thoughts on Bray Wyatt and his character change since he's come back?
I love it. They are making him right now one of the most over superstars in WWE. Mm-hmm. And what's funny about the whole thing, Sunday is going to be his first match as The Fiend. The guy has not had a match yet since his character change. Mm-hmm. And what's funny, I was actually at the Nassau Coliseum the night he re-debuted. If you recall, it was when the night Finn Balor took on Samoa Joe on Raw in like a 30-second match. Mm-hmm. I was at that Raw when Bray Wyatt showed up.
What was he
winning it?
Go ahead.
What was it?
I was just saying, what was the crowd reaction when he appeared?
I've never heard 14. I don't know how many people Nassau Coliseum holds, but I've never heard that many people scream out "Holy shit" in unison.
Wow, that's cool.
Because you got to realize we were in the arena. All we just see is the lights start to go out, so we don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, you hear the scuffle, and all of a sudden the lights come back on, and you see him in the ring, and the entire crowd on Long Island just bursted out with "Holy shit!"
Well, that's cool. What? So, I mean, do you see Bray winning, John, or do you see Finn coming out on top?
Well, I think Bray wins because Finn Balor requested time off for about 2 months.
Okay.
So the way I see it happening is Bray Wyatt injures Finn, or kind of quote unquote like TV injures him to kind of write him off the TV for 2 months. But yeah, to me, the way I hope they book Bray Wyatt now, I hope we don't hear him lose a match for, I would go at least another year. Let him go on like a incredible streak.
Okay. The next one, Bud, is Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler. So they bring Goldberg back because wasn't he in the pay-per-view that was overseas? Didn't he have a match against Undertaker overseas?
He was at the latest Saudi Arabia show that they did, the Super Showdown. That was voted as one of the worst matches in the last probably 20 years. Because he went, for some reason, Goldberg, who's in his mid-50s, tried to give Undertaker a jackhammer.
Uh-huh.
Picked him up. I don't think Taker was maybe 2 feet off the ground and dropped him right on his head.
Yeah, that probably didn't go over very well.
It was that match was done badly, and this is basically WWE's way of saying, look, Bill, we're going to have you come back, take on Dolph, and we'll let you win here. And I think Bill Goldberg gets to win here. What I'm curious to see with this match is how well does Dolph Ziggler sell the spear.
Okay. All right. The next one, but it's mentioned down. It's the Cruiserweight Championship, and that's let me apologize if I'm pronouncing this guy's last name wrong. Drew Gulak versus Oni Lorcan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those guys' names.
It's Drew Gulak versus Oni Lorcan. To me, this match, I'll be the first one to say this. I don't watch a lot of 205 Live. I catch it occasionally. So I just want that to be made aware of right away. As far as this match goes, from what I've seen, they're trying to push Gulak as one of the top guys in the 205 division.
Okay.
To me, Oney Lorcan got lucky, won a number one contenders match to get this opportunity. I don't see him walking out of Toronto as the Cruiserweight champion. I'll put it this way, I'd be surprised if he walks out.
Okay, as the champ?
As the champion.
Okay. The next one, Bud, they have is the Intercontinental Championship, and that's Nakamura versus Ali, or Allah? Ali, that's right? Ali.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they actually announced that one yet. That one is kind of weird because that one, me, with Ali taking on Nakamura for the IC belt, unfortunately to me, they both need it, but Nakamura kind of needs it more. It's tough because WWE kind of put themselves in a corner. Because on one hand, Nakamura needs the belt to stay relevant. On the other hand, Ali is one of the futures of your company, and it would be nice to finally give him some sort of push. So I think this match is going to be good, and it seems to be could be a match of the night. But I think deep down, I think Nakamura retains here. Not saying that I don't think Ali will eventually take the belt off of Nakamura, but I think right now, I think Nakamura wins, and if I was booking it, I would have this go all the way to Survivor Series, which is in Chicago this year, and Chicago is the hometown of Ali, and that's where I would have Ali win the belt. So that's Survivor Series.
There was a rumor, Bud, that I caught on my sheet here. They were talking about Roman Reigns having a confrontation with Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Do you see that happening at SummerSlam? Do you see them getting into a match or a competition?
The whole thing with Roman has been done very weird because they had him feuding with Samoa Joe for the last month. And then all of a sudden they started this whole angle that, okay, who attacked him? From what I'm hearing, there's still talks about actually not doing the Bryan Roman angle anymore and actually doing Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy. Who was the former 205 Live champion who basically has not been on SmackDown since he got brought up at the last Superstar Shakeup. So that one if what I think happens is I think we get Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns. I don't think they do the confrontation route.
And have you kind of agreed with, since he came back from his leukemia thing? Do you think they've done Roman, justice since he came back?
Yeah, they're not putting him. What I'm glad that they're doing with Roman is they're not putting him right back into the title picture.
Okay.
They're kind of letting him float right now until the title picture kind of comes more clear. Do I think he'll eventually get put back in? Absolutely. And in realistic terms, I see him right now going after Kofi.
Okay.
He's on SmackDown. So I think he goes after Kofi. If Lesnar, this all also depends on what happens with Lesnar. So a lot of things have to be sorted out before we know exactly who's going for Kingston after Orton.
Well, speaking of Brock Lesnar, that match that they had at WrestleMania a few years back, him and Roman Reigns, was one of the best. Until, Seth cashed in his Money in the Bank, briefcase in that match. But that match was one of the best I've ever seen for a WrestleMania match. So, I would not be shocked if those two don't end up meeting somewhere down the road for a title in the near future.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. They have the chemistry. They've had what seems like a feud that's gone on forever. And, I could definitely see those two somewhere down the road going after each other.
So, overall, but with all the matches, what grade do you think we're going to end up with as far as SummerSlam goes? Do you think it'll be better than WrestleMania? Do you think it'll be one of the better pay-per-views WWE has this year?
On paper, it seems to be a good card.
Okay.
But my hopes for this pay-per-view are not that high. Because I saw the go-home show for Raw and SmackDown, and it didn't come off to me that they were getting prepared for their second biggest event of the year.
Gotcha.
And as we've seen